fortunate and delighted to be able to play the host. Um, since its inception in 2006, Sconley has aimed to provide a platform to the young scholars in the country where they can come and interact with the senior faculty members, with senior research scholars, present their work, and and be benefited by those interactions. Sconley 9, not differently, envisions the same thing. We also wish that this Sconley promotes academic rigor and a lot of intellectual stimulation for linguists in the country. Interestingly, although we were not very hopeful, we found that linguistics is alive and kicking in the country by the number of abstracts we got this year. We got 111 abstracts from various subfields of the discipline, and all of these abstracts underwent rigorous blind peer reviewing. And at the end of the peer review session, we had 20 oral presentations and 16 poster presentations that were selected. And all of these presentations, all of these papers, they present novel, empirical, and theoretical observations in some aspects of theoretical linguistics, and there are some papers which also talk about applied fields like sociolinguistics, psycholinguistics, and computational. And apart from, over the 2 days, we have 20 student presentations lined up and some poster presentations. Along with these student presentations, we'll have 2 panel discussions, one on each day. The panel discussion today is called Language and Its Computations. We'll have Professor Jaishilan and Professor Agarwal, who will be talking about it. Tomorrow we have Professor Tomi and Professor Kamal Chaudhary from IIT Ropar, who will be talking about language and its association with the brain-mind dichotomy. Today, later in the day, post-lunch, we have a talk by Professor Barbiers from Utrecht University. He'll be talking on grammars on the map. And in keeping with the tradition of Sconley, which always has workshops, we also have a workshop tomorrow. It'll be conducted by Professor Bhattacharya from DU, and it'll focus around issues of case and agreement in South Asian languages. So, all in all, we hope that these 2 days hope to be academically enriching for all of us. And because there's always a chance to hope for more, I also hope that this Sconley reiterates and reinforces the idea of Sconley as a space for intellectual engagement for the field of disciplines, for the field of linguistics in the country. On that hopeful note, I'd like to invite Paroma to take over. She teaches in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, IITD. Also, she's been associated with Sconley since its inception, so she is a Sconley veteran, so to speak. So, over to Paroma.
You could see me visually flinching at that description. Okay, so I'll keep it very brief and try not to go over the things that Gurmeet went over. So most of us who do take up or aspire to take up career in linguistics, we face a professional hazard. What is the professional hazard that we have? That is of being explanatorily inadequate. While we struggle to achieve some semblance of explanatory adequacy, as we call it, answering the why questions, we have to keep explaining usually to uninterested parties what is it that we do. So people don't usually understand what is the kind of work that we do. आप किस डिपार्टमेंट में हैं? मैथ्स, ओके. आप किस डिपार्टमेंट में हैं? सोशियोलॉजी, इकोनॉमिक्स, इंग्लिश, फिजिक्स, इट्स ओके. आप किस डिपार्टमेंट में हैं? लिंग्विस्टिक्स. कौन सा डिपार्टमेंट? लिंक क्या? एग्जैक्टली, हाँ. ये क्या है? Once you explain, linguistics is the study of language, also called language science. The answer is which language? कौन सा language? Exactly. The other question, आपको कितनी languages आती है? You try explaining, well, English, Hindi, Bangla, Malayalam. हाँ. So actually any language. हाँ. So then, ओहो, तो आप grammar पढ़ाते हैं. हाँ. So you teach grammar. Good that I met you. हमारे department में there are a lot of students who have no grammar. क्या आप उन्हें पढ़ा देंगे? So I'm talking about also the kind of job options, the kind of thing that people expect that we do. So linguistics as a subject is not popular enough to be understood without these kind of questions coming up. Even within the elite institutions within which we happen to exist. Our research questions like nominal quantification in Bangla or forms of genitive and dative in Malayalam, syllabification in Sylheti or phi agreement in Punjabi. So these are no less empirical than the sociologists theorizing on gender roles of Gadi, community in Himachal Pradesh. And these are neither any more esoteric than people in the physics department thinking about, whether light is a wave or a particle. So we are neither more less empirical or more esoteric. However, we have to have such a hard time explaining what we do and why we do. I don't know why. But I do know that it is not every day that we find ourselves in a company where we get to discuss the deeper and shallower questions that we encounter as we try to figure out how language works. Having a peer group to discuss and play around with ideas, no matter how outlandish they are, is a necessary privilege for research. Students in linguistics, as all of us are, I believe we do owe a debt of gratitude to Professor Tanmay Bhattacharya here for goading the students since 2002 about this factor, so much so that SCONLY became a reality in December 2006 at CIFL Hyderabad. Since then, some of you already know, and as Gurmeet has already said, that I am a veteran. That means which just means to say that I was one of the first student organizers of SCONLY. That I'm pretty old, of course. That, yes, one of the goatees. So he goated and we were the goatees. So since then, many of us former students have ceased to be students and so automatically are debarred from participating in SCONLY by rules which we formulated. But rules are meant to be tweaked around with, right? So in that respect also, I should mention that I am not alone over here that is tweaking the rules by taking the mic at SCONLY. So we have here Samar. Samar and I were part of SCONLY 1 as research scholars, and all these years later, we are here together as colleagues who are co-teaching courses together. So this is also an experience that you interact with people from different areas. Sometime in the future, you will go ahead and figure out that, you become colleagues at some point. So at least he will also be taking the mic. So I'm not the only one breaking the rule over here. I've ensured that. So some of us continue to be associated with SCONLY at the periphery, of course, to occasionally continue to impress upon new students who are coming that SCONLY is essentially by the students and for the students. There is not much role that we should be playing in this. This annual crucible of ideas is a space for discussion that needs to be protected from becoming yet another conference where you go and you present some paper that in order to get a certificate. SCONLY is not a tradition. It is a necessary apparatus for the research community. It has to have its academic rigor. SCONLY has, of course, become many more things as it traveled across the length and breadth of India, from Hyderabad and Mumbai to Banaras, Aligarh, Delhi, and Kashmir. At each of these, the organizing committee of students have tried to creatively expand the modes of academic interaction. So workshops that Gurmeet talked about workshops and poster presentations which were not there in the initial Sconly or Sconleys have now become an integral part of Sconly. Now, on another note, about this is also a forum where you come to know about other such forums that exist. So, owing to having multiple academic institutions, both at Hyderabad and Delhi, the people who are located in Hyderabad and Delhi have a wider scope of interaction among the students. So the need for interaction, I would like to say, that motivates the local movement between DU, JNU and IITD of research scholars, and the non-local movement to and fro from IFLU in Hyderabad is indeed the point that Sconly underscores. And we are delighted about the large number of students who have registered, as yet not turned up, but we are hopeful will turn up sometime soon. So it is also this spirit, I would like to say, see a little more in terms of regular participation in Lingchai. For those who are outstation participants here, Lingchai is a weekly informal meeting of the linguistics fraternity in Delhi. So it started from JNU in 2012 and then shifted to IITD in 2013. Since then, every Friday, all Fridays continue to be Lingchai with room 618 as the venue. So if any of you who are outstation participants happen to be in Delhi on a Friday, do drop in. And in case, or even better still, you let us know and we will schedule a presentation and discussion for you. I also hope that you all will renew your FOSSIL membership soon. For those of you who are new to this, FOSSIL, or Formal Studies in Syntax and Semantics of Indian Languages, is a registered organization of linguists, one of the organizations of linguists in India, and it organizes the prestigious one-of-a-kind summer school LISTEN. So hoping that I didn't come across as a nostalgia merchant, and hoping that you all have a memorable academic experience with which you can go back, I welcome you to what we endearingly call within IIT, Faculty of Language at IIT or FLAT. So I'll call over right now, as I promised, Samar, so that I'm not the only one speaking out of turn.
So, on behalf of the linguistics research students and faculty members at IIT Delhi, I welcome you all once again to the 9th edition of the Sconly Experience, Sconly conference. As I speak before this audience of mostly linguistic research students today, I feel nostalgic about my own Sconly experience. So I presented one of my first research papers at the first Sconly, which was organized at IFLU back in 2006. I still remember being quite scared of facing the conference crowd full of experienced linguists. But those apprehensions thankfully turned out to be misplaced because the audience gave me some very insightful feedback, and that really helped me to improve the work, and later I got that work published. More importantly, I met fellow students from other departments and made new friends. For example, like you have already heard, I met Paroma Sanyal, who's my linguistics colleague here, for the first time at Sconly. And I very much hope that you all will also benefit from various interactions during these 2 days. Here at IIT Delhi, we have a young and very vibrant linguistics unit. Between the faculty members and the students, we cover a wide range of interests that spans from phonology, syntax, to computational linguistics, as well as experimental psycholinguistics. We look forward to interacting with you and discussing our current research. Sconly, as has been pointed out, is a unique platform where research scholars can present their work and connect with fellow students and faculty. I hope you have a wonderful time at Spalding. So with this, I call Gurmeet to kind of take over for the opening ceremony. Thank you.
Um, so we have come up with a fancy way of inaugurating the session. We hope you like it. It's a novel way. Could I request 4 students to inaugurate the session? Any 4 of you? The dean didn't turn up, yeah. Any 4 of you? One representative from each university maybe would be nice. Could I call upon Sindhu? Somebody from DU? Somebody from DU? Nandini? One from IIT Delhi, Siddharth? Benu, here. So all you guys need to do is click one by one at a time. They can take turns according to the way they're standing. There we are. We declare Sconley open. Thank you.